Liverpool are in talks to sign the absolutely incredible Bundesliga prodigy. Sky Sports reporter Florian Plettenberg has revealed that Liverpool are one of the clubs interested in signing the absolutely incredible young midfielder, and that several teams are in talks. The Reds are in brilliant form at the moment, having beaten Everton in the Premier League last weekend and beaten Toulouse 5-1 in the Europa League on Thursday night. There is a sense that something special is developing in Jürgen Klopp's revised new era at Anfield. Klopp's hollowing out of his midfield and transforming it with young signings such as Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch has been supported by some excellent business in the summer transfer window. All three have been extremely impressive signings to date, and Wataru Endo looks a smart buy as a team player. But this was just the start of the reorganization. More signings are planned in January and next summer to strengthen other areas of the pitch. Bayern Munich superstar Jamal Musiala is one of the players who has been linked with a move to Liverpool. Chelsea midfielder Conor Gallagher is also a surprise candidate to be the final piece of the midfield puzzle. On Thursday, however, Sky Germany's Plettenberg provided an update on the transfer of Hassan Ouedraogo, saying that the Reds are one of the teams in talks for the Schalke midfielder. Eintracht Frankfurt have entered the race for Hassan Ouedraogo. The German club have received information about the 17-year-old and are aware of all the financial details. Boss Krosch has a very high opinion of the player, but Leipzig, Bayern, Milan, Frankfurt, Liverpool, Neapel are the clubs interested in him, Plettenberg said. Ouedraogo may not be known to many because of his age, but if Liverpool can beat others to his signature, it could be a very exciting business. The lure of playing under Klopp, who has a reputation as one of the best managers of his generation, would certainly appeal to him. The Reds' new chapter at Anfield is really in full swing after a difficult time last season. Ouedraogo will obviously not come to Liverpool as a midfielder who will break straight into the first team, but he would be a long-term signing with a potentially big future in the game. Football scout Jacek Kulik has made it clear how highly he values the youngster. In the summer he called him absolutely incredible and Schalke's most talented academy player since Leroy Sane. The 17-year-old is already making waves in Bundesliga too. Ouedraogo's stats show that he has found the net once in 9 appearances this season. Planning for the future is absolutely vital at Liverpool. The rejuvenation drive under Klopp has been flawless so far, and that will continue if Ouedraogo joins the squad. Darwin Núñez joins the glittering list of Liverpool strikers with 20 goals. Darwin Núñez has reached 20 goals for Liverpool after scoring against Toulouse last night. This puts him at the top of a special list. The famous player is one of the many brilliant goalscorers to wear the red shirt. But only 10 players have scored 20 goals for the club in fewer appearances than Núñez, who netted in his 54th game. The Uruguayan scored his 5th goal of the season with a beautiful, calm finish with his weaker foot. He also has 4 assists this season. And he has been in strong form at the start of the new season. Signed for a total of £85 million with add-ons, the 24-year-old has struggled to take full control of the starting 11 at the club. Last season he struggled with adaptation issues and failed to fully assert himself. On top of that, he was under pressure from the superior performances of Holland, to whom he was being compared. After a tense first season, he seems to have found his feet, and Liverpool's potent attack, supported by a more technically proficient midfield, is helping him find his best form this campaign. The last 10 players to reach 20 in fewer games for the club is not a bad list. Luis Suarez, Stan Collymore, Diogo Jota, Sadio Mane, Emile Heskey, Michael Owen, Robbie Fowler, Fernando Torres, Daniel Sturridge and Salah. The most interesting part of the list is that it took Suarez almost as long as Núñez to reach this figure. But then he had some incredible years in the 2012-2013 and 2013-2014 seasons where he scored a total of 61 goals. Maybe Núñez can do something similar at Anfield. With Cody Gakpo as his understudy, Klopp is relying on the former Benfica man more often, and he seems to have made marked technical improvements. Fans will point to last night's incredible goal, missed by Núñez and finished by Ryan Gravenberch. But Núñez's composure in dribbling past the last defender and then beating the goalkeeper was brilliant, even if his finishing was lacking. In his goal against Toulouse, he was clever enough to find space inside the penalty area and, after showing composure with his first touch, he managed to put the ball in the net with his weaker foot. A good performance before the Manchester City game this month will give him a chance to increase his goal tally. With this form, it is hoped that he can emulate the careers of the strikers before him on this list. The Uruguayan also had an adjustment period in his first season at Benfica before turning into a goal machine in his second season. There are enough statistics for his Liverpool career to be similar. Núñez already has a good goal-scoring record, but if he can improve his finishing, he could become an absolutely outstanding goalscorer. Jürgen Klopp gives Liverpool a big boost as Roberto Firmino question answered. There were many positives for Liverpool on Thursday. A 5-1 win and 3 points for Jürgen Klopp's side means the Reds are closer to qualifying from their Europa League group. What was impressive about this result was that 5 different scorers and 4 different players set up the goals. In total, 9 Liverpool players were involved in the 5 goals scored. Among the goal contributions, Klopp received a much-needed boost with the return of Cody Gakpo. The Dutchman picked up an injury against Tottenham just before the international break and was out for several weeks, missing crucial games for both Liverpool and the Netherlands. But after spending the last week training with the first team, Gakpo finally returned for the Reds, and it didn't take long for him to make his mark. He assisted Mohamed Salah with a great run towards the end of the match and contributed another goal. Gakpo has now scored 6 goals in his last 7 games for club and country, his best performance since arriving at Liverpool. Gakpo has settled in well since arriving at Anfield, and in the second half of last season, his performances were always positive, even if he sometimes failed to get on the scoresheet. As a result, he was often compared to Roberto Firmino, and the comparisons are still going on. After all, like the Brazilian, he is comfortable playing with his back to goal and works hard to keep the ball and create opportunities for his teammates. Not necessarily an outside forward, Gakpo thrives in the kind of half spaces that Firmino once thrived in for Liverpool. But now Gakpo is also adding goals and assists to his game on a regular basis, and the exciting thing for Klopp is that he is not alone. Salah is at his usual best, while Darwin Núñez continues to score or assist every 62 minutes he's on the pitch. Diogo Jota also has 5 goals in 11 games. When Firmino left this summer, there were question marks over whether the club's current options could be as prolific as the trio of the Brazilian, Salah and Sadio Mane once were. But those question marks have been removed by the way Liverpool's forwards have started this season, and a big part of that will be the form of Gakpo. Slowly but surely, the Dutchman is settling into his role at Liverpool, and as he continues to settle in over time, he's bound to get more goals and assists.